Hood Talk News, we on fire.
What's good, man? Man, goddamn boy, it's over. It's over, y'all, man. I don't give a damn, it's over. Man, look here, man, I'm about to react to this damn, this news clip of goddamn freaky ass Diddy, goddamn it. I'm about to react to this shit, man. Let's get to it.
Again, with this breaking news, that federal indictment against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was just unsealed, and it lays out multiple charges against him, including racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, Combs was arrested overnight by federal agents at a Manhattan hotel. He will appear in court this morning, and according to a source familiar with the situation, Combs was caught off guard by the arrest. But it comes after a year's worth of accusations against Combs, many laid out in lawsuits, including sexual misconduct, sex trafficking, and even distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. His lawyers said in part he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal.
That boy was a gangster, boy.
And that they will
a freaky gangster, y'all.
Fight these charges with all of his might and the full confidence of his lawyers. Joining us now, MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin, NBC Homeland Security.
Boy, that nigga gonna have to dig up Johnny Cochran, boy. Cause boy, goddamn, you in a hole, boy.
Correspondent Julia Ainsley and defense attorney Misty Maris. All right, Lisa, obviously this was just sealed, a 14-page indictment, a lot in here. What more do we know about the charges and the allegations here?
So, Anna, we know a number of things about the allegations, but I want to highlight a few things for you. One, today's indictment is solely against Sean Combs. But of course, the chief count is a racketeering conspiracy that alleges that Sean Combs used his businesses and a number of people that worked in and around him to essentially facilitate a commercial sex enterprise through which women were trafficked both internationally and interstate to serve his own sexual desires.
Look at this freak.
Including by pairing them, once they were plied with drugs he provided, with commercial male sex workers, then watching them and filming them have sexual intercourse with these people, and then to recover, then giving them forced IV fluids in a pattern that lasted between 2009 up through and including 2024. So,
boy, listen, did y'all just hear what she said? They about to R. Kelly this nigga, man. This nigga is the freakiest nigga, boy. They about to R. Kelly this nigga, man.
There's an allegation here about who was involved in this enterprise beyond Sean Combs, and that includes security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees who are engaged in that pattern that I just referred to with you, which the indictment refers to as a freak-off. The other thing...
Hey, she said a freak off. This nigga was having a goddamn freak off. They done labeled this nigga as Operation Goddamn Freak Off, y'all. This nigga did.
Thing I want to tell our viewers is that there is a victim here who's identified as victim 1. There's also a separate victim who's not identified by a victim name and number, who is the victim of that transportation to engage in prostitution count. So there's at least 2 women here that the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York knows about and apparently has interviewed. And the third thing that I would just underscore for you is, in addition to the criminal penalties that Sean Combs could be facing, there are forfeiture allegations, which basically suggest that Sean Combs should give up any and all property, real and personal, that was derived from the proceeds he obtained from this long-standing alleged racketeering conspiracy. So look for the feds to seize property from Sean Combs, and at the end of this case, when and if it reaches its end, to insist that they can seize real property.
I told y'all, man, they gonna hit him where they gonna sock it to his pocket. They gonna hit him where it hurt. This dude gonna probably end up worse than damn R. Kelly, goddamn it. Cause one thing about goddamn Kelly, you know what I'm saying, if he do get a chance to get back out, he maybe could make a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, come back, goddamn do some damn Tom John cruises and shit and make $1. But what do Diddy got to stand on, man? This man that is a nigga that danced across the stage his whole career, goddamn it, didn't do a goddamn thing. Now he's got caught with all these goddamn allegations, man. Come on now.
Bank accounts and otherwise that are obtained for him through this enterprise.
So 3 counts specifically: racketeering, conspiracy. Count 2 is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Count 3 is transportation to engage in prostitution. And you laid out many of the details and the allegations that back up each of those counts. I do want to read one quote that is quite disturbing, but I think gives you a greater sense of what was going on here. And it reads, "For decades, Sean Combs, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees."
I mean, people been talking about this shit for a long time. Y'all don't remember when Lorianne came out and was telling her goddamn story, who worked with him for years? I mean, everybody got a goddamn story on Diddy, man. This shit, like, none of this shit is a goddamn mystery. It's always been talked to this shit, but just to see it on paper now and see this shit is really, really real, which I already knew the shit was real. I could just tell by the energy goddamn Diddy give off, goddamn it, that it's something fishy about this boy here, man.
Resources and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. So, Lisa, does this mean other people could face charges beyond Sean Combs?
It does, or it means that other people may already be cooperating with prosecutors in their building of a case against Sean Combs. One thing, Anna, that I want to also highlight for you is that this would not be possible without a change in New York civil law called the Adult Survivors Act. That is what allowed people like Cassie Ventura, who is one of Sean Combs' alleged victims.
Boy, hey, listen, I don't know who Diddy pissed off in the big office, but he made somebody mad. I think Diddy got bigger than himself, and he just went to talking crazy to the big motherfuckers, and they looking like, nigga, you been over with, nigga. We been looking for a reason to get rid of your ass, and now they got his ass goddamn dancing all the way through to the motherfucking through them prison doors, goddamn it, through them jailhouse doors. And listen, this nigga, man, listen, boy, they might. I'm telling you, man, they might try to. I'm telling you, they gone. R. Kelly this nigga ass. He ain't got no bun. Everybody saying, yeah, he gonna get a bun. They'll do the opposite of what your ass expect, goddammit. Just to show us now. I'm telling you now, pay attention to this shit.
To bring civil lawsuits suing him for their abuse. Many of those allegations undergirded the Southern District of New York's investigation here, and some of those find echoes in this criminal indictment. So you see the reverberations of the Me Too movement, empowering women to come forward, sue civilly, and then seeing federal authorities then transform them into some of the details we see in today's indictment.
And let's listen to Sean Combs' lawyer heading into court this morning. We have a clip.
This is what we've been expecting since the searches in March. He, to his great credit, he voluntarily came to New York. Not a lot of defendants do that. He came to New York to...
He ain't had no goddamn choice but to come lawyer, man. Man, you playing with the big dogs now. They were gonna come get his ass wherever the hell he went. His money wasn't gonna be able to hide him out that goddamn long, boy. I'm gonna tell you now, I know it's money long, but they still would have got to his ass. Talking about, hey, y'all know the goddamn Diddy was in goddamn New York shaking hands with motherfucker that couldn't get next to him. That's how they always do, man. They always come back down to the bottom, goddammit, when they in need and they need a motherfucker to support them and say free Diddy and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Need the community to stand behind them. Now you can touch that nigga. That nigga was at every block, every corner store, goddammit. Niggas walking out the corner store from buying a goddamn blunt or something and goddamn see Diddy hanging out there shaking hands and shit. That nigga Diddy was every goddamn well. But it's, man, it ain't looking good for him though, man.
To basically engage the court system and start the case.
So it sounds like, or he implies, that he came here anticipating these charges were going to be happening. Would it make sense that they'd be given a heads up?
It might make sense. A lot of defendants, particularly in cases like this, would rather surrender voluntarily and avoid being arrested and cuffed in a public situation and then perp walked, so to speak, through a federal courthouse. It may be that Sean Combs and his lawyers understood that this was about to happen, and therefore they arranged for a more quiet, voluntary arrest. That having been said, Mark Agnifilo, who's the lawyer who you just showed, when he says these are the charges we expected, I can't imagine that even the best criminal defense attorney could have expected the broad panoply of allegations in this indictment, which is one of the most hideous criminal instruments I have ever seen in my years of being a lawyer. And also,
hey man, I want to know what the fuck is going on in rap music, man. It's like, man, they rolling up these dudes in Atlanta. We got Young Thug them, and now they just got the dude Pee Wee Longway. Goddamn it, they just picked them up. But one thing that lady in Atlanta said, she said it's gonna be some other rappers that's gonna be indicted. And everybody was pointing at Lil Baby and shit. Everybody was saying, yes, they coming for Lil Baby. And all along, it was this dude, Pee Wee Longway. But if I was any motherfucking rapper in Atlanta, when she said that, more the motherfucker, everything would have been getting tossed, shipped out my motherfucking way, goddammit. You wouldn't have got shit on me, goddammit. But when they come, they already, done built the goddamn case. So that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, that shit crazy though, man. Now they got the big dog. Big Diddy Bop, goddammit. They got old Diddy Bop, man. Hey, he gonna be taking a lot of that in jail. Take that. He gonna be taking a lot of that shit in jail, goddammit.
Also working on this network as a correspondent.
And Julia, I am struck by the fact that it was Homeland Security investigations that carried out the arrest last night, according to WNBC, our local affiliate here in New York. What does that suggest?
Yes, it was Homeland Security investigations. It was also Homeland Security investigations that earlier this year in March conducted warrants that they got from the Southern District of New York to seize electronics from his properties in Miami and Los Angeles. And at the time, I would go to sources, it falls within Department of Homeland Security, and say, why is this HSI, not FBI? Well, HSI does a lot with human trafficking, and also this international element was coming up. This was a big question we weren't able to answer until right now when this indictment was unsealed. And that's the fact that there's an international component that Lisa talked about, that the trafficking was not just interstate, that there were people coming in from outside of the country. And that's something we might hear of more.
That nigga was trafficking people from out the country. Man, this nigga is, goddamn, I heard this nigga had over 1,000 goddamn bottles of baby oil and lubrication, goddamn it. What the fuck? What this nigga was trying to do, man? Goddamn, make a slip and slide or something? What the fuck was going on, man? This nigga is too freaky, man. This nigga had over 1,000 bottles. We know what he was using that for, man. We know it was one thing that boy was using it for, to take it and give it, goddammit. Y'all know what I mean, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't understand what I'm saying when I say take it and give it, goddamn, you don't need, you too goddamn young to be goddamn trying to understand. But goddamn it, that boy is something else, man.
When prosecutors bring this forward, as we hear of how he did this. Another thing I wanted to point out was the narcotics piece. I spoke to a former HSI agent just this morning who talked about trafficking. The definition is using force, fraud, or coercion. And very often that is through narcotics. You can get someone addicted to drugs. You can find someone who's addicted to drugs and completely manipulate their behavior and keep them coming. There were other ways he also used force, fraud, and coercion, not only just getting people into an altered state to perform these sexual acts, but also by tracking their whereabouts, by controlling their careers, their finances.
Man, to all my black celebrities, man, my male black, we got it. God damn, man, our legacy can't just be goddamn ending like this, man. We can't keep going out like this here, man. God damn, they taking down too many of us, goddamn it, like this, man. It ain't looking good for our goddamn community, man. I don't like this shit one bit, goddammit. I don't like it one bit. It's making us look bad, man. You niggas got to pay attention to what Diddy doing and stop it right goddamn now, man. All that freak shit, all that in the closet shit, man, listen. Don't stop all that shit, man. All that goddamn, get you one, goddamn it, you a celebrity, man. You can find 1,000 of them that willing to go home with you, goddamn it. You don't have to sex traffic. You don't have to get nobody on no goddamn dope. You ain't got to do none of that shit, man. Live your life. I say find a goddamn wife, because there's too much shit out here, man. Too much shit out here, man. Especially these days, man. There's too much shit out here, man, that you can catch, goddamn it. Get your wife, get your family, ground your goddamn self, and I promise you, you will be more happier than goddamn going out like goddamn Diddy, man. The fuck wrong with Diddy, man? This man had freak party, all type. God damn, nigga. Damn, why you want to turn somebody the fuck out on some dope, nigga, for you could sit and watch them have sex with other men and let them watch you have sex with other men? Man, come on, man.
He had people who would come in and use these videos that people they were videotaped in these sexual acts they didn't know about, and they would use those as blackmail. So time and time again, you see how he uses force, fraud, and coercion really in a psychological way to keep these victims on the hook. That's something that HSI was tracking from the very beginning. And like Lisa points out,
Diddy remind me of one of them goddamn like a police officer. You know what I'm saying? A police officer that used to get his ass whooped in school all the time. So he gained a little bit of power with that badge, so he go out there and just go to fucking over everybody. That nigga just go crazy out there, motherfucker. That's how Diddy is. Diddy gained a little power through, you know what I'm saying, the industry and money and shit like that, and he couldn't wait to, you know what I'm saying? Because they say Diddy started out as the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, the boy that go run and get the limousine driver. The goddamn, you know what I'm saying, he climbed his way to the top. But I know he took a lot of goddamn motherfuckers going in on his ass, chastising his ass, abusing his ass and shit. He couldn't wait to get up there, man. And boy, he showed, boy, he went in, boy. That motherfucker probably ain't have no love for no goddamn body, because a bitch didn't really, you know what I'm saying, seem like they had love for his ass. I guess that's how he felt, because that's what he acting like, goddamn it.
Came to light because of the allegations from former sexual partners of Combs.
And Misty, what's your reaction to what we're learning in this indictment?
First of all, these horrible allegations, but something that I want to focus and emphasize is that we're talking about videotapes referenced in this indictment. And we know that Diddy's homes were raided. So it's likely to be the electronic footprint here is going to be central to the prosecution's case and is likely to be significant and evidence that's going to help the prosecution.
I knew they were coming back when they raided them houses. Everybody know once they raided, they coming back, goddammit. And they evidently found some shit worth coming back on his ass. Diddy is worth a lot of goddamn money. Nobody is going to come at a guy like that unless they for sure about the shit they finna hit him with, goddammit. They ain't coming to play around with this dude, man. They got him. Goddammit, they got his ass. Hey, y'all, imagine goddamn Diddy goddamn in prison, doing the goddamn prison shows, goddamn slide car. Hey, y'all get Diddy to perform. Yeah, tell him come on out. Slide car, take that. Hey, I'm just bullshit, y'all. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong, man. I don't wish this shit on nobody, but man, when you goddamn do shit like this, man, you got to pay the price for that shit, man. This God plan, not mine. Goddamn it. Sell your soul to the devil, he coming back for that motherfucker.
As this case pushes forward. Remember, once those electronic devices are obtained by the government, they're searched. That could lead to additional...
Oh, shit. Just imagine what's in his phones and shit. Whoa, if they found goddamn over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and goddamn lubrication, goddamn it. Ooh, shit. Goddamn, boy, I can imagine what's in them goddamn phones, boy. He probably really taking that in them goddamn phones, boy.
Additional searches that could lead to speaking to certain potential victims or witnesses or others who are involved in the criminal enterprise. As Lisa said, there's others who are referenced, but we have not been indicted. Maybe they're cooperating. We don't know. But those electronics and what was obtained, especially in light of what was just pointed out, that much of the force, fraud, and coercion that was used to keep these individuals in Diddy's sphere was related to electronic videotapes and other electronic evidence that was obtained. So that is certainly going to be something that's...
Yeah, Diddy just going to tell him to put you in a cell with Kelly, so he can show you the ropes around that motherfucker, boy. Because you're going to need to know something, boy. You're going to need to know the rules and shit. You don't want to go out there and nigga get you now. Yeah, damn it, you go taking shit from people and shit. Hey, they want something in return now. You need to go get the rundown from Kelly. Tell them to go on put you in the cell with Kelly, man. Shit.
Going to move the needle forward for the prosecution.
And according to this indictment, among the things they seized at his properties when they conducted that search warrant in March of this year at his Miami property, his Los Angeles, California property, they say they They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, as well as a drum magazine. The defaced serial numbers, Misty catches.
I don't know now, y'all. All this shit, they might start believing Kiva D goddamn story. They might start, but I don't know, boy.
My eye, does that suggest other charges, perhaps gun charges could be coming, or is that already weaved into this indictment?
So this is all part of that criminal enterprise relating to basically, there's a meeting of the minds between these conspirators to engage in criminal conduct. But certainly there could be other gun-related charges that could come down the pike against Diddy or others that were involved, especially when you're talking about the amount of firearms referenced and the fact that serial numbers were scratched off. There's specific charges relating to those. So certainly that could be something that comes down the road.
His lawyers hope he would be released ahead of his next court appearance, Misty.
Fuck no, he's not going nowhere, lady. That judge man, listen. You better hope he ain't got you goddamn young thug first judge, goddamn it. He had one of them motherfucker, boy, you ain't going nowhere, boy. They gonna set an example on your ass. If they give him a white judge, he might be all right. But he give one of them old niggas, boy, that goddamn it didn't goddamn make it past whatever the fuck they doing and watching this nigga live the luxury life and just old jealous ass, mad ass, bitter ass motherfucking black judge, boy, your ass boy gonna be, boy, okay, you ain't gonna never get a goddamn bond. Goddamn it. They ain't getting niggas bonds these days. Y'all see you got thugs sitting in there, R. Kelly, all these motherfuckers, they ain't getting a motherfucker bond these days, boy. I don't know what the fuck going on, boy.
Because he voluntarily came to New York, as they described it, and they try to, paint this picture of someone who's cooperating with investigators.
Back in the goddamn 90s, a nigga used to get a goddamn bond for murder. But they holding niggas like a motherfucker now, boy.
Or with prosecution here. Is it likely that he would be released?
That's going to be central to the argument. The factors that the judge takes into consideration is somebody a flight risk. What is the nature of the allegations? Is there a prior criminal record? Certainly, I believe that his lawyers strategically presented him to say, you don't have anything to worry about, Judge. He's going to appear for these conferences moving forward. He's not.
Like I said, it's up to that motherfucking judge. It's up to the judge. You get one more nigga judge. Hey, they hate to see another black man more successful than them and looking at the way he got it compared to the way he had to go about it. Man, that's a mad nigga there, boy. He better hope he don't get one of them motherfuckers. That nigga better pray for a white judge.
A flight risk, and that's going to be central to their argument.
And that might not help him either, y'all.
Whether or not he gets released is very much in the judge's discretion. With the severity of these allegations, it's possible he could be held.
Yeah, it's over for main man. It's over for Diddy, man. It's over for this nigga. God damn it, they got too much shit on him, man. And like we all know, they not coming unless the power that a person like Diddy have with the money he got and shit. You really better be on point because he got the money to fight your ass with lawyers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you're wrong, then you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a goddamn penalty for that shit there. You gonna have to pay that price, goddamn it, if you're wrong fucking with a nigga like that. So you know what I'm saying? They know what the fuck they doing. So hey, yeah, man, I think Diddy done danced his way off the goddamn stage, man. Yeah, I think his last dance is over with, goddamn it. That motherfucker done danced his way all the way off the goddamn stage, goddamn it. But hey, man, I just came to bring y'all that. Like, share, and subscribe to the realest platform on the planet. Hood Talk News. I'm out.
Young Nab, baby.
But I know, and it shows. I just wanna take the time to really get to know ya. Got so many thoughts in my head, I wanna show ya. I don't really know ya, I just wanna hold ya. Is it cause of him why you acting bipolar? Last time I seen me and you had a conversation, even had a smile when I told you that I'm gonna take you, baby girl. He don't make you, got your heart, don't let him break you. Shawty be a 20 out of 10, ain't no need to rate you, baby girl so fly. Brought tears to my eyes, every time I hear your story and how he put you down. Let me turn that frown around, I promise I stay down. I fly you to my behind me and took you away from this clown. We can spend some time, so drop that ego. I see you, come meet some different people. Cause girl, I know how to treat you, promise I won't deceive you. I told my mama about you and now she wanna meet you. Girl, you one of them ones, so let a nigga treat you.
Baby, I don't know you, but it shows. And you know you're so beautiful, baby. I don't know you, but I know. And it shows. You're such a beautiful.
I'm a sucker for beauty, girl, I admit it. When I see something I want, I go and get it. I don't think they get it, you gotta make them feel it. Baby girl, they nothing like me, I stand on business. Come and ride out with a boss and we can get it. Ain't no small time shit, cause I'm the biggest. Leave him in his feelings, I'm so lax, we chillin'. Take you to the top and watch the sight from my building. I said I'm rich, I'm building, I'm tryna get some millions. Keep that 4-5 cock, but I ain't looking for no killings. Baby girl, I'm serious, how you think I'm dealing? I can see it in your eyes, you tired, you need some healing, true feelings.
Baby, I don't know you, but it shows. And you know you're so beautiful, baby. I don't know you, but I know. And it shows. You're such a beautiful soul. So beautiful. You're so beautiful. I know. You're so beautiful, baby. I don't know you, but I know. And it shows. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Beautiful. You're so beautiful.